Hello friends, today we're going to show you how I actually fixed this boat battery. We pulled it out of the boat last fall, and the wing nut connector for this terminal on the side here had become, I don't know, corroded, damaged. Maybe it had gotten some damage in the threads, I don't know. But we couldn't get it off. I mean, I even tried getting it off with pliers. Didn't want to break the stud off, so I ended up doing was getting a die grinder and cutting it off. In the process of cutting it off, I nicked up the top couple rows of threads right here on this side, so that you couldn't get a wing nut back on. So here's how we did. We fixed it. It only cost us about $5. I took my file and I went all around the edge here where the threads were damaged and messed up. There was also a little ring of metal that had come off from the previous wing nut that was stuck in there, part of the threads of it. So we got all that cleaned up. I went around it with the file, made sure there was no mushrooming. I got out my thread die, and we're going to use the thread die to fix it. Before I show you that, let me show you this. I bought this kit on Amazon, and this is really cool. This has come in handy so many times in the last year. It's a kit that has all these different sizes of metric and SAE thread sizes. And I wasn't particularly sure what size threads this was. So I figured it was a quarter, but as it turned out it was bigger than a quarter. It's a 5/16. The kit comes with a 5/16 18 standard thread and a 5/16 24 fine thread. I could tell by looking that wasn't fine thread, so I got the 5/16 out and I tested it with the wing nut, and look at that. That was right, the perfect setup. This kit also has, you flip it over, and it has a screw-on thread checker, so you can actually screw it on the threads to make sure you've got the right thread size. And once I identified this as a 5/16 18, I was able to go to my toolbox. Actually, I had to go buy one because I didn't have this size, and I got this die cutter. 5/16 18 die cutter, and this was only $5 at my local auto parts store. So what you did, you get it on here. There's two sides to it. There's a wide side and a narrow tapered side. You want to put the wider side on first, get it hand started, and then they make a little tool. You can, like a bar with things you can twist like this, or once you get started, you can use a 1-inch ratchet or 1-inch box end or anything you want really. And I went down with it as far as I could by hand, and then when it got a little tight where it hit the damaged thread part, I very carefully and slowly kept torquing it around until it went all the way down. I did that a couple times to clean the threads up, and then since like I say the bottom side is tapered, I flipped it over so that the narrow side was going down, and I ran that all the way down to the bottom to make sure that the threads were cleaned out all the way down the length of the shaft. Once I got that done, I replaced the former wing nut because it had been damaged, and we're going to put that on there. Look at that, right on down to the bottom, nice and tight, very secure. And I figured since we're doing this, these cables are for the, the trolling motors and other accessories, fish finders. And I figured, well, if this one got damaged and corroded or bent up a little bit, this one might not be far behind. So I pulled that off, and I ran my die up and down here a couple times just to be sure that it had good clean threads. And there you go, look at that, right on down, just like brand new. This side's, like I say, it's missing a couple of the rows of threads on top, but once you get over about halfway, not quite halfway down, the threads are all right there, and it's going to be perfect for this coming boat season. And it's just turned out great. Cost me $5. Took me about a half hour, 45 minutes at the most. And that was partly because I had to hunt down my tools. Thanks for watching. Make sure your boat's ready to get out there. It's going to be a busy boating season. Lots of fish, lots of opportunities, and lots of fun out on the water. And be sure to follow Foresight Fishing on Facebook for a lot of your fishing information. No matter if you're into catfish, walleye, river fishing, lake fishing, they cover it all. Foresight Fishing, look for a link down in the description. I'll also have a link to this thread checker set, as well as a tap and die set. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and bye for now.